Hey everyone, how y'all doing? And welcome back to another meta guide. So we are in the Little Element Cup, so 500 CP. Grass, fire, and water types are going to be eligible for this meta. So, this was an interesting one, when we used to have it, but obviously it's going through a lot of changes, so we have a lot of new Pokemon, and the meta actually looks quite different. I know before Salazzle used to be like the best Pokemon. It was like if you had it, you were looking good. The only way to get it in the past though was to trade with a low level account, someone who was a low level and then hatched it and then they traded it to you and it would go below 500 CP. Now it's in like the tour pass each month. So I actually got one from this month's tour pass. I believe the deluxe version. I don't know if it's the deluxe version actually, but either way you can have it now. But it's actually not even that good now in the Element Cup because we have a lot of new Pokemon to play with. A lot of new Pokemon that just will destroy Salazzle because it's a squishy Pokemon, it's a glassy Pokemon. I mean, to be fair, this is 500 CP, every Pokemon is glassy. But Salazzle, extra glassy, and of course it has weaknesses like Mud Slap, which was not a thing before. It existed before, but like until it got buffed, you never saw it, right? But with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about him. So for the S rank, actually ranked number 1 currently is going to be Scrub with Acid. So Acid did receive a buff. Before Scrub was actually still good, but it was running Water Gun in the past. But now it's actually, you want Acid. Acid is so good this season. We see it on Credilli, right? So definitely a Pokemon you do want to run. For sure. I mean, this is probably going to be everywhere. I would be shocked if it wasn't, right? So Scrub definitely will see that, and then we have Ducklet. Ducklet has always been good for the Element Cups. What is it? I know Wing Attack was nerfed. It definitely has Wing Attack. I think it has Water Gun. It is Wing Attack you want though. Even though it was nerfed, I believe, because that's going to give you good coverage against the grass types. Could go Aerulace Brave Bird if you want to. I think that was the standard move set, but it also has Bubble Beam. So still a great Pokemon, even though the Wing Attack was nerfed at one point. Then we have Carvanha, or more specifically Shadow Carvanha. This Pokemon does go down fast. It's really, really glassy, but it has Bite, and that Shadow Bite is going to be doing a lot of damage to essentially everything, right? So obviously there's some matchups it would hate, right? It doesn't want to go up against Bug Bite users, for example, but still, I mean, pretty good Pokemon. I mean, you, at the end of the day, Little Cups are essentially about fast move damage, and that's generally how I like to play Little Cup metas. I mean, obviously, there's some bulkier Pokemon like Ducklet, Bronzo, which is not eligible for this meta, but like, I think Seal is okay, especially after you get the debuffs off with Icy Wind. But most importantly, the fast move pressure damage is what you're going to want. Fomantis has Fury Cutter, so Fury Cutter obviously was buffed this season. Fantastic move. Still get to the move. I mean, you'll get to the Leaf Blade pretty quick, so fantastic pick. Then we have Amoonguss with Astonish. We've seen Astonish previously in other Little Cups. Actually, no. I don't know if we've seen it in other Little Cups, but I know we've seen Amoonguss with Astonish. But yeah, fantastic pick. We do have Frillish, which I think is okay. I think Frillish is good. It has Hex, so it's going to get to the move relatively fast. I think this one has Night Slash, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, you could let me know in the comments down below. But no, I mean, not a bad pick. It doesn't matter if you're running the female or male one. I've been asked that before. That's why I'm mentioning it. It doesn't really matter. I mean, the same damage and everything like that. Then we have, Dupiter. So we know how good Arachnoid is. Dupiter with Bug Bite. Insane. Going to be insane for this meta. Going to be really strong. And then we have Pumpkaboo. I do believe you want the supersize one. I think that's the one that's preferred. Obviously, other ones will still be fine, but like I think that's the preferred one if I'm wrong. Again, you can let me know in the comments down below. But still, I mean, fantastic pick overall, obviously with that Astonish damage. Then we have the A rank, we have Lilip, another Acid user, so another Pokemon that I do think we'll see some play. We have a Mud Slap user, which is going to be Binnacle and Shellas. Both Binnacle and Shellas have Mud Slap, and it's going to be really good. Obviously, it's going to be good to counter the Scrub, which I think will be common. If you happen to battle any Salazzle, I don't think we'll see Salazzle too often, but obviously those, mainly for these two, probably. That's right. I don't think we'll see Salazzle too much, because even if Salazzle's going up against like an Astonish user, for example, they're still taking a lot of damage. It's about the fast move pressure for the most part. Speaking of Astonish, Litwick also has Astonish. The only thing is Litwick is a ghost type, so it is weak. Same with Pumpkaboo. They are weak to Astonish. Fungus ignores that because it's not weak to Astonish. It's not a ghost type. But those other two benefit from same type attack bonus, right? And then we have Tentacool. Tentacool has Poison Sting. It also has Wrap, which was buffed this season. So it gets to the move pretty fast. We talked about Shellas as obviously a great Mud Slap user. The B-Rank, okay, Wooper and what the other Mudshot one, the Barboach. I almost wanted to say Binnacle, but Barboach and Wooper. Those were good in previous Little Cups, previous Element Cups, and I still think they're good here. I personally prefer, as I said, the fast move damage, so like Shellas and Binnacle. I think I do prefer, just because the Mud Slap damage is no joke, especially in the Little Cup, right? You know, these are still bad. These are still bad. No, these are still not bad. They will get to the moves pretty fast. So you could run Wooper and Barboach, maybe on the same team as well. But again, I do like the Mud Slap uses, I think, a little bit more. Then we have Ferroseed. Okay, very cool. This one has Tackle. So Ferroseed could be pretty good. It really depends. We'll have to see how the meta develops. I mean, it is one of the only steel type. I think it might be the only steel type we have. Is it in this meta? Then Badoo with Razor Leaf, so Razor Leaf user. Seal with Lick and Icy Wind. Obviously, Icy Wind debuffs your opponent's attack, which is going to help Seal become bulkier. So it's going to be pretty good there. I think Seal is a pretty good safe swap, generally speaking. It has been in previous Element Cups. Or Little Cups in general. And Slowpoke as the Confusion user. Slowpoke used to be higher, but I mean, it cannot go up against Bug Bite users. At least it doesn't want to, right? Or Fury Cutter users like Fomantis, you know, Dupidus. So you gotta watch out for those, right? The other options, we do have Wilma. Wilma has Rollout and Battery Slam. Getting into it a little bit fast. And Rollout, obviously, some decent, pretty good damage in the Little Cup for sure. Chikorita. Tackle. No, not Tackle. Why did I say Tackle? It doesn't have Razor Leaf. It has Vine Whip. There we go. Vine Whip and then Body Slam. And then I think, is it Grass Knot? I think it is. And then Cyndaquil is a Fire type. And then Chinchou, if you happen to see a lot of Ducklet or other water Pokemon, Chinchou could see some play. It did see some play in previous Element Cups. Cottony is interesting. It's a Grass and Fairy type, and so it's double weak to Acid. So its Skrelp is going to be super common. Little Leap, I think, will be pretty common as well. And then obviously you have to watch out for any other poison types. You happen to see Tentacool. You don't want to see that. So it does have things that it has to watch out for. Any of the fire Pokemon, you know. So Cottony, I feel like, fell down, especially because of Acid, but it's still pretty good if you get it on the right alignment. Litleo has Incinerate. Obviously, Incinerate doing a lot of damage, but not against the water types. So, like, that's why I say I don't have any fire types in the S, A, and B rank. And that makes sense, right? Because obviously those Mud Slap users are going to eat him alive, you know. But that's if you see him. You might not see him. Sewaddle, another Bug Bite user. Double weak to fire, though. Another Bug Bite user, actually, Lavesta, very cool there. And then Salazzle, and then Vulpix with Ember. So pretty cool. We're going to go ahead and move on to the solid team options. So for the first team, I have double Bug Bite. So I put Sewaddle and Dupida in the back, and then I put Skrelp in the lead. So Sewaddle cannot see fire types, right, at all, because it's double weak to fire. Dupida is neutral to fire. It doesn't want to see it because Bug Bite's resisted, but like you still have play with your water charge attacks, and then Skrelp obviously resisting the fire attack. So I think that could be a pretty solid team. Next up, we have double Mud Slap with Binnacle and Shellas, and then Ducklet in the lead. The back line cannot see Grass. You kind of have to lure out a Grass type with one of the Pokemon in the back. And then bring in Ducklet. If it's double Grass, then you probably lose. But again, this is how ABB teams work. And then the next team, I put a triple Astonish team. Amoonguss in the lead, Litwick, and Pumpkaboo. Now, obviously, this team is going to super struggle to Carvanha. If there's a lot of Shadow Carvanhas in the meta, this team is going to struggle because all the fast attacks are resisted, right? Astonish is resisted. Now, it will still do a good amount of damage to Carvanha because Carvanha is really glassy. But that's something to keep in mind. Amoonguss is not weak to Bite. The backline is weak to Bite, so you do have to watch out for that. You could do double Astonish and then something in the lead to counter like Carvanha if you want to, instead of the triple Astonish team. And then next up we have Shadow Carvanha in the lead, and I do recommend the Shadow one with double Acid in the back, which is going to be Lileep and then Skrelp. And then we have another team. I put Wooper and Barboach. If you want to go that route instead of the double Mud Slap team, you can go the double Wooper. Not double Wooper, but like double Mudshot Wooper
and Barboach with Vulpix in the lead. Backline, obviously, again, hates grass types. And the final team is going to be Skrelt with Acid in the lead, of course. And then we have Seal, and we have Fomantis. Fomantis, I love Fury Cutter this season. I love Bug Bite this season. But yeah, let me know what you think of the Element Cup. Let me know what you think of these teams. Let me know what meta you are playing this week. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.